On a quiet Monday evening in Manchester, rain tapped gently on the window of a small third-floor flat. The kind of rain the British called proper weather, not heavy, but persistent. The kind that makes everything feel like a memory. Amara had just returned from a draining job interview when she heard something drop through her letterbox. She froze. She wasn't expecting anything. She bent down and picked up a single envelope. Old-fashioned, like it had been hiding somewhere for decades.
But what truly made her blood run cold was the handwriting. Unmistakable. Her grandmother's handwriting. The same grandmother who had died in 1993. The envelope had no stamp, no address. Hands trembling, she tore it open. Inside was a single folded sheet of paper, dated 4th September 1983, 42 years ago. She frowned. Her grandmother would have been alive then, but why was she writing to her? She wasn't even born in 1983. She read the first line. "My dear Amara, if you are reading this, then time has brought you to the moment I've been praying about." Amara staggered back, her heart hammered. This letter was describing her current life, accurately, down to the job interview she attended just hours earlier. "Do not take the job. It will drain the light God put inside you." Amara's hands shook harder. Her grandmother couldn't have known this. No one could have. Then the letter continued. "And be careful. Someone close to you is not who they pretend to be." Her apartment suddenly felt too small, too quiet. Amara grabbed her keys. She needed answers. Her grandmother's old house in Liverpool was now an Airbnb, but Amara didn't care. She knocked on the door. A middle-aged man answered, confused, but after hearing her emotional explanation, he allowed her inside for 5 minutes only. The house still smelled faintly of cinnamon and lavender. She walked straight to her grandmother's old bedroom. She didn't know why, but something pulled her there. The wardrobe looked the same, old, slightly cracked. She felt underneath it, and her hand touched metal. A small, rusty tin box, with her name carved on the lid. Inside the box were 9 more letters, all addressed to her. All dated years, even decades before she was born. She opened the first one. Her grandmother described Amara's childhood struggles, her teenage depression, her relationship breakups, her move to Manchester. All events she had lived through, word for word. Tears blurred her vision. Her grandmother had written her entire life before she existed. But the last letter was different. It had no date, no message, just one sentence. Write the ending. Her pulse pounded in her ears. Before she could even process it, the Airbnb owner knocked on the door and whispered, "You have to leave now." Amara nodded, clutching the box tightly. As she walked out into the cold Liverpool air, she felt watched. Before we continue, take a moment to breathe. If stories like this pull you in, if you're the kind of person who loves deep mysteries, emotional journeys, and soul-level storytelling, pause right now and hit like. And if you're new, subscribe to the Soul's Library, because the next part of this story, it only gets stranger. Let's go on. Back in Manchester, Amara spent the night researching. She combed through old letters, family documents. Nothing explained how her grandmother could predict her future. She suddenly noticed something odd. All the letters had been opened before, not fresh. Someone else had read them before she did. Her breath caught in her throat. Who? Her phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. "I think we need to talk. Mum." Amara's stomach dropped. Her mother, the woman who had abandoned her 25 years ago without a word. She hadn't heard from her in decades. The message continued. "I didn't know how to tell you sooner. I'm in Birmingham. Please." Amara took the first train to Birmingham at dawn. The carriage was nearly empty, just the soft hum of the tracks and the eerie weight of unanswered questions. Her mother lived in a small hospice flat, pale and frail, with oxygen tubes around her nose. The sight made Amara freeze in place. Her mother's eyes filled with tears. "You came." Amara stayed silent. After a long moment, her mother whispered, "I'm dying, love. I didn't want to leave this world without telling you the truth." Amara's grip tightened around the tin box. Her mother continued, "Your grandmother, she used to dream things, vivid dreams, but she didn't believe they were predictions. She looked at Amara with trembling lips. She believed they were warnings." Her mother took a shaky breath. "When she died, she left all those letters for you, but I was the one who was supposed to deliver them when the time was right." Amara felt her world tilt. Her mother was the one who sent the letter, not her grandmother, not fate, just a mother trying to make things right. "Why now?" Amara whispered. Her mother closed her eyes, tears rolling down her cheeks. "Because the doctors say I don't have much time, and I couldn't leave without giving you what your grandmother left for you. I couldn't leave without trying to fix what I broke." Silence. Heavy. Painful. Amara didn't know when she started crying, but she cried like a child who had finally found the truth she never knew she needed. Her mother whispered, "Your grandmother always said, some messages won't arrive on time. They arrive when your soul is ready." Amara clutched her mother's hand, and for the first time in years, she didn't pull away.
Her grandmother wasn't telling her the future. She was reminding her, the future isn't written. Not by fear, not by the wounds of the past, but by her. Amara picked up a pen. For the first time, she didn't feel lost or afraid. She began to write her own ending. If this story touched you, if it made you think, feel, remember someone, or breathe a little deeper, and do something for me, leave a comment with one message you wish had arrived earlier in your life. Your words might become part of someone else's healing. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the Soul's Library, and turn on the notification bell, because more stories are coming. Stories that will stay with you long after the screen goes dark. Stories that will resonate with you and touch your soul. Welcome to the Soul's Library. See you tomorrow.